We should be live on YouTube. Hello, hello, hello. Maybe we'll get a hammer, do some logistics in the morning.
Hola.
Hammer, hammer, hammer. Okay. Yeah, was YouTube down yesterday? What happened? I heard about this. What happened? I heard it was down for actually quite a while yesterday. Like, yeah, over 30 minutes, like it was just fucked. That is a long time, by the way, for YouTube to be down. Yeah. I got, like, try again for an hour. Yeah, I saw, like, the little loading symbol or whatever. The little icon for, like, a long time. Oh, God. I've been playing so much World of Warcraft that, like, I'm trying to change the camera with the same controls as WoW, which is not good. Hello, Lefty. How are you on YouTube, baby? How you doing, man? We're out of trucks. Oh, God. Okay. Look at, man, it's all gone. All the tanks are gone. We're out of trucks. I might need to go find a flatbed. Or maybe I'll go make a flatbed. I'm not entirely sure. I wonder if there's any available at the, what do you call it? At the, like, somewhere. Like the, what do you call it? The airfield or whatever. The airfield sometimes has flatbeds. Sometimes you'll see them around as well. How soon should you get to Falchions or on Charlie? You know, maybe I'll take a trip down to the engineering area to go see. I'm not actually sure. Let me quickly look at what's up right now. Is this up? No. Is this up? No. Okay. Well, that means I don't really want to do anything, though. That's so far away, though. What I might do really quickly is maybe go do some... I want to actually do some manufacturing today. I kind of forget how that all works. Yeah, the screenshot I have of yesterday is right here of the of our tank column and stuff, which is kind of cool. It's not the best picture. I just kind of took a random picture of the tank column. We all died, by the way, but it was glorious. It was fucking awesome. We definitely learned a lot. Doing your first tank column, like, all the tanks died super fast. Well, not all of them, but at least half of them died in the first, like, couple minutes. We pushed way too fast. So... yeah, we won the tile, and I would like to think that our efforts were like the starting spearhead of the push that we made. I don't think we really were that effective, but we did take the tile, which is kind of cool. So I was happy for that at least. Coping, 100% coping, yeah. That is massive cope. Like, they're not using their flatbed. You think I can borrow it? Like, no one's here. Yo. Train? I'll bring it back, you know. I'll leave a little sign, like, I'll bring it back, don't worry. What are these? Small assembly stations. For the trains, of course. Let me see if it's even available. It might be. God damn, bro. Look at this guy. Bringing crates of everything. Yeah. The tank formation used is called the tank spear in German. Yeah, we called it Tinto's tip. It was pretty good. Oops. We might do a single run with this truck, and if that truck is still there, I might grab a wrench out of the base. We'll see. Again, like, does it matter? Does it matter if, again, if we're out of flatbeds, that's probably a good reason to go make more flatbeds. I'm trying to remember what you need to make a flatbed. Is it RMATs? I feel like it is. I did tanks and War Tuna last night. It was fun. I was thinking, like, if I want to stop playing Counter-Strike and I want to start playing a different game, right? What could I do? Like, what game could I play? What about this one? This one's in the middle of the fucking pathway. Oh, it's out of fuel. Yeah. Is this yours? You need some fuel?
No, I'm looking for a car.
Okay. You want? I mean, what kind of car are you looking for?
Something that I can use for transporting BMATs for the front line.
All right, hop in. We got a parking lot full of them.
Let's go! Thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna go get some fuel and I think take this. Get some petrol. Put it in the car. All right. Let's go. Remember, chat, Logi wins the war, man. The more people that are driving trucks, the better it is. Anyone, like, any truck that's standing still is useless, all right? We need these trucks moving, bro. Or kidnapping? It's not kidnapping, all right? We are assisting. Slow ass. It's like I'm driving in the countryside, man. And you spot your friend. Yeah, so I was thinking, like, I kind of want to play a game that I can get good at, right? And I'm kind of crashing out of Counter-Strike. I'm not really playing it that much anymore. And I was just wondering to myself, like, is it possible that maybe it might be kind of fun to, like, maybe get back into War Thunder or something? Maybe, like, grind a new tank line or something for, like, a month or so. I definitely think so. Like, I was definitely thinking maybe. Maybe when I quit out a while. There's a bunch of cars over here. There's some petrol outside the main gate as well. I think.
Oh, thank you.
I think that covered
really
run
good.
should be good. If it's locked, let me know. I'll unlock it.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right. Stardew Valley. I want to play something I can grind that's slightly competitive, but not like gonna make me want to fucking die.
Thank you once again. I really appreciate it.
No problem, man. Good luck. This guy's
You
fucking
too.
super nice, man. Why is he being so nice? Deadlock? I was thinking Deadlock, actually. You know, I'm going to be real with you. I have a friend that is an admin in Deadlock. And I was thinking, like, if I ever go against a cheater, which I doubt happens because I've heard there's, like, basically no cheaters in that game. But if I ever go against a cheater, I could just be like, I could, you know, message him and be like, hey, buddy, oh, are you busy? Whatever. And Deadlock is, like, a big game. It's a really, really big game where I have a ton of, you know, there's a ton of content and there's a lot to learn. And, I mean, it's still fun to play, you know, even at the very beginning. I can send you an invite. Brother, I've been playing Deadlock since 2024. I am good. Don't worry. But yeah, like, a ton of people are playing Deadlock. It's like the 5th most played game on Steam right now or something around that line. And I feel like it's got a really healthy player base and it's got a lot to learn. It's got shooting mechanics, which I do like. But it's also got, like, the economy and, like, all these other, like, complicated tactics. So, like, if you're not just good at shooting, there's heroes that are more simple. And then also there's, like, you can basically be exemplary at other parts of the game. And I was just thinking, maybe it might be kind of fun. Deadlock is not playable in Europe? What the fuck are you talking about? My admin friend is literally European. What do you mean it's not playable in Europe? Yeah, like what? How do you swap fuel? Swap fuel, change fuel. Yeah, my friend that lives in Europe also had the same issue. When he was playing, he experiences... Hello? When he was playing, he was experiencing a lot of people are from Russia, and they don't speak English, man. And it's very difficult to communicate with your Russian teammates if you live anywhere in, like, Central Europe. I don't know. All right, let's go over here. Whoopsies. Going the wrong place. Just don't communicate. A lot of people don't, man. It's actually quite annoying how a lot of people don't communicate when they play the games, like competitive games. You kind of need to. Let's go over here. Doesn't it have a good ping system? Counter-Strike? No. You can, like, ping... I guess you can ping, like, where they're at, but, like, it means nothing. Deadlock might. Yeah, it actually might. No, we're talking about Counter-Strike, because Counter-Strike has a lot of Russian players. Okay. I hate this field because it's, like, impossible to put stuff down. I think this railroad track has really made it impossible to put things down. Because you can't put stuff near the railroad track, I'm pretty sure, to block it or whatever. And you can't put stuff on the field, but I've seen people put stuff directly on the field before, so I have no idea what's up with that. I'm going to move your truck if that's okay. Or can you move it? It's slightly in the way. There's, like, nowhere to put boxes on this place. Just park it on top of the railroad track. Thanks, buddy. Alright. I want a new Halo game that's not shit. I agree. Do you guys... Someone said this. A lot of people want the, like, old Counter-Strikes... Not Counter-Strike. Call of Duty's back and stuff. If they re-released a remaster of, like, Modern Warfare 2, which they already did, or, like, something like an old Call of Duty, I think it would fail nowadays. Like, I legit think it would not work. Like, the business model has changed, and, like, the average gamer's mentality has changed a lot. Can you imagine people with, like, today's meta sweat mentality playing the old shooters? God, it'd be awful. Like, we already had people that were doing, like, the most bullshit stuff back then, and, like, they were also doing, like, quit scoping and stuff. Dude, I think it would not work. Yeah. I don't know. I love to think about being able to, you know, play old games like that. Just, there's no way, man. That's why I'm like, I'm not sure, like, remaking Halo would really work. I don't think it would. I've been dying for an immersive World War II single-player game. I want to play an XCOM-style game in the style of World War II. I really want to play one that looks, like, really realistic. Kind of like, imagine FOXHOLE, but like XCOM. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? It'd be kind of cool. Tribes would still work. They literally tried to make a new Tribes, and it failed. Company of Heroes? That's a real-time strategy game. I want a turn-based game. What happened to the XCOM playthrough? We're going to continue it today. We're continuing it. Don't worry. We will finish XCOM 2. Do not worry. Inventory full. What? Just waiting for Melver 2. Yeah, I haven't played an idle game in a while. I need to get back into an idle game. Though, I'm going to wait for an idle game. I kind of want to be patient. Because I feel like once you go down the idle game rabbit hole, you don't escape for at least a month or two. That's like all you do. No, I don't want to play an RTS. I really don't want to. If I'm going to play a tactical style game, it's going to be a turn-based tactics game, not a what do you call it? Not a real-time one. Though I do, again, I love RTSs. It was like basically how I grew up with gaming, right? Playing StarCraft and stuff. Love RTSs. Get good at iRacing? No, that's way too sweaty, I feel. iRacing, you really got to lock in, man. I hear there's some sort of not iRacing. There's some sort of like thing going on in Trackmania recently where they're doing like an actual like a cup or something where you do like it's like a weekly competition and you can practice during the week and it's 10 laps and then during the weekend it's like 60 laps or something. So it's like the lap time's about an hour and basically it's like more of like an endurance competition, like an endurance race. I think it's supposed to be like cup of the day, but it's more like a week, like once a week. And that sounds really cool, actually. Like really, really cool. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Any Trackmania enjoyers in chat? They're doing some sort of like cup thing. And I feel like I've seen that as an esport, but I've never actually like seen it myself. Oh, the Grand, that's what they're calling it. Yeah, the weekly Grand. Yeah. Yeah, I've been watching Wartroll a lot. I literally had a dream about him like 3 nights ago. Because I fell asleep watching his video about like downhill maps, and then I ended up because it was on, it like influenced my dreams. So I was dreaming that I was like in person in a Trackmania track. Yeah. Like you would like run on the track and hit the boosters and stuff, and it'd make you run faster. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't done Cup of the Day in a long time, but the idea of doing like an endurance race actually does sound kind of cool. Maybe we'll have to re-download Trackmania and check it out. Though I might already have Trackmania installed, I'm not entirely sure. I'll double check. I think I still have it installed because I play it with Patty every now and again, so I usually don't uninstall it. Remember, I met Patty through Trackmania, so it's got a soft spot in my heart. Like I met C through Minecraft. Actually, that's not entirely true, though it is. I met C without knowing it through Minecraft. Yeah. I hear those tech mats. The beautiful, beautiful tech mats. What is some scrap piles have a little star? They give you like bonus scrap when you break them. They're always worth going for, but they're not like the largest. You don't have to like immediately do them, but yeah, you'll notice if you look in the bottom left, I just got 117 instead of 30. You get bonus scrap essentially, so it's nice to have. It rewards active gameplay instead of just like sitting here like watching a movie while not looking at the screen and scrapping. But at the end of the day, I don't think it makes that big of a difference. Trackmania can be infuriating if you're trying to get perfect laps. Yeah, trust me. I have a few friends that grind it, that play like multiple hours a day on the same track, and it's just like, wow. I don't know. I do love like grinding games, but I also feel like I would go fucking crazy if you were a perfectionist trying to play Trackmania. I will say Trackmania is a great game for a perfectionist, though. All right, like it's very rewarding when you hit that perfect lap time that you're going for. Gear grinding games, Pog. Dude. We should make a company called Gear Grinding Games. It's a good idea. Oh, we'll see. Forza. I am very excited for Forza. I'm very, very excited. My plan is to probably buy the extremely expensive edition and play Forza as early as possible with y'all. Which it will cost $120, I think. Or something like that. Release an ARPG? Yeah, in the same sense of Diablo, I think. Diablo 2. Yeah. Yeah, I want to play Forza 6 so bad, man. If you guys are living under a rock and you don't know, Forza 6 is going to be in Japan. Something that we have wanted for an extremely, extremely long time. And obviously it's Horizon, so it's going to have the Horizon Festival, but it's only going to have part of Japan as the Horizon Festival. The rest of Japan's going to kind of just be its own thing. There's going to be, you know, like cool little like suburban like little areas. There's going to be like the cities. There's going to be highways. There's going to be the mountains and like the mountain roads. There's going to be 550 cars at launch, which is like never done before. They're going to have a whole like a customizable base that you can build yourself. It's like so far, it's shaping up to be one of the more exciting Forza games ever released. It will not be on the Game Pass, I think. At least not at launch. I don't think it'll be on the Game Pass. So, either way, I'm excited. I'm very excited. It is, at launch, on the base Game Pass. It'll be there. Let's find out. Will the new Forza Horizon 6 be on Game Pass?
Yes, Forza Horizon 6 launches day one on Game Pass, Ultimate and PC, when it releases on May 19th, 2026.
Okay.
The game is set in Japan and available on...
So yes, but no. It will be the base edition of the game, and it will be on the Ultimate Edition, I believe. They said PC version. I wonder if that's... aren't there multiple levels of PC now? Yeah, where's my RuneScape League in April? What are they doing for it yet? Have they announced anything yet? Not entirely sure. It's based around Yama and the contracts. Interesting. Do we get back into RuneScape in April? I'm not sure what else will be coming out in April. I'd have to look at my... I don't think there's too much I have planned for this year, by the way. Yet. Maybe. Crab time? Crab time, yeah. That's actually pretty accurate. You absolutely should. Maybe. I do enjoy my RuneScape grind. Usually once or twice a year, I kind of go crazy with RuneScape. And I'll play it like all day, every day, like 15 plus hours a day. Isn't PoE end of April? I haven't really been into PoE in the last year or two. There really hasn't been anything that's grabbed my attention, man. There really hasn't been. PoE's been kind of boring. This last league I definitely didn't even care about at all. Like, it didn't even bother me. Diablo 4 is where it's at? What the helly? This guy trolling? I don't know. Getting bored faster than usual every league? Pretty much, yeah. If you're talking about league, are you talking about the are you talking about, RuneScape? Because you're kind of right. I do feel like I have not really been into the RuneScape leagues. Though this last one, I enjoyed it longer than the one before it. Diablo 4 is not a real game, in my opinion, yeah. It's not real. God. I think Blizzard should just make a game called Diablo. And it's just like the quintessential Diablo experience. And then they should release a second version of it. And then eventually revert it back to, like, remove the 2. And revert it back to just Diablo. Diablo is a service. DAS. Yeah, let's not even theorize this. Diablo 2 Resurrected, yeah, I cannot believe they came out with an update for a 25-year-old game that's kind of based, I'm not going to lie. I scratched my beard, bro. You can't just honk at me like that. Okay. We're going. Blizzard should keep farming their 20-year-old games for 20 more years. Do you think they need to make, like, a new MMO? Or do you think they should just keep focusing on, like, World of Warcraft forever? I don't think they would ever get rid of World of Warcraft. But, God, it has been... Like, what expansion is Midnight? Like, the 10th one, maybe? The 11th one? I just said a random number, and it's actually too small. There has been so much development, and wow, I can't see them ever stopping it, man, as a product, like, ever. I don't know. The problem is, it's just so dated, I feel. Yeah, well, Last Epoch is in a weird situation right now, where their company was just purchased, and I think a lot of people are unsure about the future of it. So I bet a lot of devs are like, I'm going to get out now, right, and then go find a new studio instead of just putting more time into this studio. That's my theory. All right, 200 for the armats? Holy moly. I want to make some of these, and then I want to go... Yeah. I want to go, do some stuff with this. I want to go manufacture shit if I can today. Gridmaster on RuneScape was really fun, 1-2 day version. Okay, I have been watching this guy play World of Warcraft in a way that actually I love. So, Settled back in the day, I think like 5+ years ago now, did a Mauritania locked account. And it changed the RPG or MMO world. He basically made a restricted account that only let him play in certain areas, and it was Mauritania back then. It was called Swampletics. I'm not joking. This revolutionized the MMO content creation side of YouTube, and now everyone is doing challenge accounts. And I think this is actually a really good thing. I actually thought it was a very, like, a positive thing. It was exciting to watch. It's the content creators really challenge themselves, and it's been a ton of fun to watch all the series come out for everyone. There's a guy in World of Warcraft called Goldlocked, and what he is doing is he is basically in a zone, and he cannot leave that zone, meaning like Elwyn Forest, Westfall, etc., right? He cannot leave those zones until he can afford a WoW token, which is like 300,000 gold or something, 330,000 gold. So basically, he has to grind, and he has to really explore all of the possible money makers in those zones to be able to, you know, like live and thrive there, right? I found a guy on YouTube yesterday that is doing like a playthrough. I think it's called Dungeon Locked through Mana Burst. He's been doing this series where he actually is locking his character to only doing dungeons, and he can only acquire items from dungeons. I watched all the episodes of his account yesterday. It's actually really fucking cool. The challenge is really cool. Like, only doing dungeons, you can basically, you can level to level 7. You cannot take any gear, because you need to be level 7 for Dead Mines and for RFC, I think. Right? And basically, at that point, you're basically locked to those dungeons. It is extremely grindy. It's extremely challenging. You have to learn every ability of every, like, boss and sub-boss, basically. And it's actually really cool. It's really, really cool. I love the idea of that sort of challenge. Dude, I love this, and, like, obviously people playing RuneScape have been, like, you know, making these, like, Iron Man and, like, other Snowflake accounts and stuff as well. But it's been fun. On retail, I think he's on retail, but I might be completely wrong. I might be wrong. He might be on Classic. I'll be real with you. I wasn't really paying close enough attention yesterday. I put it on when I was falling asleep. Yeah, 7 for Dead Mines is definitely retail. Yeah, okay. Because he mentioned that there was like an XP boost he was getting that he couldn't turn off, and he was sad that he couldn't or whatever. Chunky Nail's very good. Yeah, I like Chunky Nail. Yeah, what's your Foxhole plan today? I don't know. Logi for now, because yesterday was very overstimulating, but Logi for now, for sure. I'm just enjoying my time in a truck. Ooh, you know what I need to do? I want to quickly pull over here. See something. Is this up yet? The sulfur field's up. I think I'll go over there really quickly and go mine some of the high explosives. You have to be able to tell. Well, I mean, it looked like retail, but maybe... I don't know anything about Classic, really, so I don't know if it looked like it or not. Not really sure. He had, like, the default UI on, so... I don't know. But yeah, I guess it was retail. But yeah, isn't that a cool idea? Dungeon locked accounts? You can't accept any quests or any gear, basically, outside of a dungeon. Can you actually... And his goal, by the way, is to do every single dungeon in the game. Also, it's solo. I think that's a very important thing to include in the description of it. Which makes it a lot harder. Like, way harder. I didn't realize how long it would take to grind out even a single level. But his first episode, it started at level 7. I think he got to, like, level 8 at the end of the episode. Like, that's how long it took. Settled Sailing Lock is good. I have been loving that series. Yeah, that series is very, very, very good. Is WoW level exponential XP? I don't think so, but it's definitely logarithmic for sure. It goes up more and more and more and more. I drove past a sulfur field like an idiot. How would you even kill one enemy solo with 0 gear? You basically start farming the mobs before the first sub-boss. He was actually able to kill the first sub-boss at level 7, which is surprising, but it took him a long time. It was like 20 minutes of kiting it, basically. Yeah, there are a lot of non-elite mobs. Yeah, but think about grinding mobs, right? It's very, very boring. But it's, again, that's the whole point of the challenge, right? When there's so much to do in WoW, sometimes making a very limiting account is a very cool idea. How do I get over here? I think I drive down this road we're coming up to, and then we just keep going straight. Either that or we... Yeah, let's just do that. Maybe that will work.
Hey, Waffle.
Hello.
Hey. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hey, we placed an order yesterday for 9 tanks at the mass production factory.
Oh, shit, okay.
But they will be done tomorrow in like 24 hours. And we were just talking, maybe because we were with some more guys online now, that we could try out the new gunboat which unlocked yesterday or the day before.
How much are they to make? We got gunboats?
I didn't check yet, I have to be honest. So we'll have to see how much it is.
Dude, I'm always down. I'm always down. I do have a lot of RMATs in the... I have like 200 RMATs or something like that, 250 in the refinery right now. So if we need something, we could. We have Karens. Yeah, I don't...
Let me just... we'll bring the coal back to base, and then we'll check out what resources we need.
Okay. I'm gonna go get some sulfur.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. That's Max Verstappen in his free time playing FOXHOLE for us. Gotta love it. I would be down to do the new gunboat shit. They have mortars and gun slots. Don't know if there's an AA gun, but you can, we can maybe have a few people load out AA guns if we need to. This game's community is so nice. Isn't this fucking game fun? I love this game, man. Do you guys remember the last time that I played this game for so long? I'm gonna be real. I don't think I've ever actually played in a war that has been going on this long. Like, we're still playing, and it's well over, what, like 2 weeks after the war? No, maybe not well over, but, like, I think it's been just about 2 weeks since the war started. It's pretty awesome, man. There's a guy named Shax doing an expansion locked WoW, where he has to get 100% of all drops and stuff before he can move on. Wow, that's cool. I like that. I love these, like, Snowflake accounts, by the way. They're my favorite way to watch, like, MMO content. And now that I'm getting into WoW, I would love to watch stuff like that. 8.5 days. Has it really been 8.5 days? Okay. I've definitely put a lot of time, though, into this, though. Like, into this game. Does that include mount drops? Surely not, right? Because some of those are, like, impossible to get. Alright, this is my first time ever mining sulfur. I've never done this before. Looks like components, though. I've been trapped in Shadowlands for 1,000 hours now. Dude, I'm excited to, like, really explore Midnight. Today, we are going to learn about delving, which is a new thing in WoW that they added, I think, last expansion. And it's a solo to 4-player, but we're going to do solo, dungeon experience. And that's the whole concept behind it is basically you have, like, a follower, and he like assists you. So if you're a DPS, you can have him tank. If you're a tank, you can have him DPS or heal or whatever. And I guess there's multiple of them, but yeah, basically you go through these dungeons, you can get loot in them, you get these things called curios, which you can put onto your follower to like gear them up and stuff. There's 11 different levels of them, and you have to complete the previous level to unlock the next one. So completing level 3 unlocks level 4. And it's a big part of the game's content now, which is really cool. So I plan to do that a lot in Midnight, so I want to learn about it right now in the pre-patch Midnight event going on, which is fun. So that'll be neat. But we're going to get a new follower, and I think you have to like level him up basically from the beginning. By the way, I am pretty sure, unfortunately, I think I am going to buy the expensive edition of World of Warcraft. You guys can make fun of me all you want, but World of Warcraft has multiple editions you can buy. I think I'm going to buy the expensive... where is it? I'm going to buy the $90 edition because the $90 edition comes with a 3-day early access, so I get to play on Thursday night instead of Monday morning. And then it also gives me a month of game time. That's all I really care about, honestly. But it's I kind of want to play it early, if possible. Now, playing early doesn't let you do like the really end game content early, but it will let you start leveling through the zones faster. Because you won't be in like the giant group of people, right? Because you know how launch day is. You also will be able to do dungeons, like normal dungeons, not heroics or mythics or anything. You can also, I think, do delving, probably at level 4, I feel. But the fact that it comes with a month of game time and it comes with early access, I feel like it makes the price more justifiable, I feel. The 30-day game time starts the second you buy it. You choose when it's activated. Well, I already have an active subscription, so does it just put it at the end of that? I assume. It gives you a huge head start in the economy. Shepard was explaining that even though you do have a 3-day head start on gathering, you can sell stuff to the people that will buy it for a high dollar, but at the same time, like the economy is going to be pretty expensive for quite some time. So starting 3 days late isn't like the end of the world, I guess. Not a huge problem. The main thing is from people that have played the beta have said that the leveling is going to be a bit annoying because there's a lot of quests apparently, especially in the starting area, where you have to kill a specific mob. And it can be very, very annoying on launch day for you to be able to get a tag in on those special mobs to be able to like progress through quests and stuff. And from what I understand, I think playing early is actually probably going to be the most beneficial thing will be to get the questing out of the way before the masses come and it's just like fucking crazy, crazy busy. You can have shared tagging, but imagine like the boss spawns and like you're just not ready to tag it and it dies in like 2 seconds and you just like, and then you have to wait again for it to spawn. And you can't continue through the quest line until you basically tag it, basically. It sucks, man. It kind of does suck. Yeah, they also usually make you play through the whole campaign to unlock things. Yes. Yeah. So, it's going to be kind of annoying. 3 days is nothing in the grand scheme of things. That is true. But if you think about it, it's $50 for the base edition. Add on 30 days of game time. That's another like $17 or something, or $15. So you're looking at $65. The difference is $25 extra, essentially. So, are you willing to spend $25 for 3 days of early access? Right, that's what it comes down to. So, interesting. And a mount. I don't think mounts really matter. That's my mindset. Yeah. The thing is, like, do I want to start playing WoW on Thursday night, or do I want to start playing WoW on Monday morning? That's the main thing. Luckily, I can play on Monday morning. It's not a problem, but most people have work and school and stuff, man. I'm buying into the FOMO. I am valuing my excitement right now. That's what I'm doing. I started WoW very casually, but I've been very much enjoying it. Right? Like, a lot. Is it worth the $25 for me to play early, basically? Right? I don't know. Maybe. Like, actually, maybe. Mounts don't matter, but PoE wings, on the other hand? Dude, I would buy more butterfly wings if they had more. Absolutely. They just don't. They should have a bunch of, like, different, like, cool butterfly wings. Aren't streamers always worth spending the money to get early? Well, yeah, but I'm not a WoW streamer. Like, if I stream WoW, I'll probably lose money, right? Listen, we were talking about this yesterday, but gaming is one of the most affordable hobbies out there. Yes, there are more affordable hobbies, but on average, if you think about it, right, gaming is a very, very affordable hobby, right? Spending $90 on a game that you're super hyped for, honestly, I don't think should be that big of a deal. Like, you shouldn't like, you know, fucking guilt trip yourself into it or whatever too much. The hardware is the barrier? Yeah, that's true. It does have a bit of a wall to get into it, but I assume most of us have the hardware now, right? Baba, by the way, thank you for the sub. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Yeah. What's up, Good? How you doing, man? $1 an hour is extremely good if that's like your metric you go by, right? If that's what you try to make. Will I play WoW for 90 hours? Easily, right? Easily. Probably in the first, like, 2 weeks. I heard, oh my god, if you like watching sports, if you like football or hockey or whatever, dude, going to games is so expensive. Dude, if you like movies, going to the movie theater is super expensive. It's like 15 to 20 bucks for a ticket, and then if you want to get popcorn, I mean, like, come on, that's part of the experience. You need popcorn, man. It's like crazy. Like, you basically need to stay home and watch movies at home on, like, a nice TV with your own popcorn for it to actually make it, like, affordable. Right? If you want to go to an F1 race, if you want to go to a football game, if you want to go skiing, if you want to, you know, get into cycling, if there's golfing, like, there's so many hobbies that are so fucking expensive, man. My brother's getting into pinball. I can't even imagine the amount of money he's about to spend on that. Right? It's like, it's wild to me how people say gaming is expensive. And it is, right? But we are lucky, man. We're looking at it in like a vacuum. Like, we are really, really lucky that we are in a hobby as affordable as gaming. And some people play a single game. That's all they play. They buy a computer that can handle that game. They play that single game, and the efficiency of dollar per hour of entertainment is crazy. I did see the new Pokemon pinball machines. Yeah, they look really cool. My brother got to play on one, apparently. Or did he play on one? He just went to, like, a pinball place in Austin and brought my nephew there, his son. And he was talking about, because he's buying a pinball machine, and he's going to be, like, fixing it up, essentially. Right? And he bought an older one from, like, the 70s, and he's going to start with that, like, a much more simple one. And then he wants to buy, I think, a newer one as well. Right? And I was telling him my favorite pinball machine is a pinball machine called Medieval Madness. And I feel like it would be available at the place he went to in Austin, the pinball place. He said it was broken, or like down for maintenance or whatever, which is really sad because that is a really good pinball machine. So, I don't know. You spend $3 to $4K on a rig, and then you buy a $6 game set. A single round of golf costs $100, not including clubs. It's kind of crazy. And, like, how much would a set of clubs cost? Even used, I think you're looking at like $500 to $700, right? For like an okay set of clubs. And then, yeah, tee fees, and then like you got to go to the range to practice, right? Everything's expensive, man. It's wild. Yeah. I don't think golf is the most affordable hobby. But then again, go look at like, just get into cycling. Go look at how expensive it is to buy like a bicycle. And then go look at like skiing. Like, it's insane. I actually think we are very lucky to be gamers because we have such a diversity of things that are available to us, including things that are either free or extremely cheap because they came out forever ago that are still very fun to play. And you don't need to spend an enormous amount of money, right, to technically get your own gaming rig. You can do it for a more affordable price, but nowadays, because of AI, it is twice the price it was 2 years ago, right? It sucks if you're like, I'm a tech enthusiast, I love technology. I don't give a fuck about upgrading my technology now. I do not give a shit, because it is completely economically stupid, I feel, currently, to do that. Absolutely nuts. Darts is an awesome hobby. Awesome hobby. I got into that during COVID, and I love that hobby. I wish I lived near a pub or something that had a regular, like, group of people that play darts, like a dart night or something. I don't, sadly. But if I did, that'd be really, really cool. I'm telling you, when this when the AI like money disappears because these companies won't be able to have, you know, these loans forever, right? Eventually banks will not give them out, and these businesses start going under. You will not see me crying. I'm good. Like, after everything with like the GPU prices and memory prices and SSD prices and everything, I'm not even gonna worry. I'm not even gonna be upset. The prices won't drop though. I think they will a bit, but they will not go back to what they were a couple years ago. They won't. But I think there's going to be a massive surplus of, you know, memory chips and stuff, and I think it like people aren't going to be buying it at the current price for sure. I'll be laughing. No, I'm not going to be laughing, but I definitely am not going to be, you know, helping them grieve or whatever. We'll see. Smack. If China made like a really big push into the memory market or the GPU market, I don't think we'd be allowed to import them. I think the government would literally blockade them, man. Like, we would, anything, like, not even tariffs, but maybe with tariffs, but they would basically probably make rules for trade where they basically could not import Chinese RAM and Chinese GPUs. Yeah, they'll have to. They really don't, though. Just like their EVs, exactly. Dude, I saw a BYD EV in the parking lot of the grocery store I go to. I didn't know you were allowed to import BYD cars. I thought they were trade banned. I don't know. No clue. Smack. That'd be really cool, Doogie. They can't go on the highways. Why? Is that like their ban? Like, you can buy them, but you can't drive them on the highway? Yeah, they're sold in Mexico. But does that mean you can buy them in Mexico and then drive them over the border? BYD, if you don't know, is a very, very big EV manufacturer in China. Like, huge. And they're apparently quite affordable and apparently quite good. But you would not know that because you literally can't buy them in America. And you can't register them here. Weird. So you're saying this BYD I saw in Austin is probably registered somewhere in Mexico? They're the world's largest EV company? Yeah. Interesting. Probably have Mexican plates. Yeah, I should have looked. Would have been a good idea. I was going to take a picture for y'all, but I decided not to. I puke when I hear EV. Why? You know the first cars were EV, right? They were battery operated. There was also a while where diesel fuel was, not diesel, but gas was super expensive, and people thought, like, the gas car industry was going to collapse. So they started a lot of work on making EVs back in the day. I'm talking, like, long ago, by the way. Like, long. BYD is bigger than Tesla? You know Tesla only sells, like, 2% of the EV market, right? Like, Tesla is not that big of a company. They're just very loud, and they have a lot of marketing. I say they have a lot of marketing. They kind of don't, but, like, they're just very, like, obvious to see. Smack. Yeah, I think Tesla has definitely not continued with their, like, the only good thing I think Tesla has done has made the supercharger popular. I really feel like Tesla has really fallen off recently, though. Like, I don't know many people that are buying EVs that are buying Teslas. Smack. Smack. EV cars with high efficiency diesel generators are what we need to be made. Why would that be the case? That doesn't feel like a good idea, I feel. I've seen a picture, though, of a Tesla towing a diesel generator plugged into it, and I thought it was kind of funny. Yeah, you know my problem with EVs? They're like fucking $60,000. I ain't buying a car for $60,000. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. I'm straight up not doing it. Just because your car is an EV does not mean it needs to have like every fucking, you know, screen possible in it and fully be digital and have a billion different features. I'm telling you, man, the car industry right now needs to wake up to the fact that people cannot afford $50,000 base cars. They can't. Absolutely insane. Like, I remember as, like, a high school kid, like, it was very normal for someone to have, like, a few $1,000s after, like, you know, summers and summers of saving up to go, you know, buy their first used car. Can you even get used cars for that cheap anymore that are actually not complete boxes of shit? How much is a BYD? They have a brand new one for about $30K, I believe. I'm pretty sure. The big thing with EVs, and I will always stand by this until we can fix this, is the battery technology is not there. Right? When you have to replace your batteries in your EV, it is extremely expensive typically. It is like you're looking at tens of thousands of dollars to do that. It is expensive. And who knows, I don't know how long they on average last for, but I don't think it's super, super long. Like it's not like a 10-year part. I think it's actually well before that. Replacing a battery is like recycling, wait, what are you saying? An engine? How often do you do that? No. I'm going to be real with you, it's not. Yes? No, it's not. Your engine does not fucking die after a decade. I am sorry, it doesn't. It doesn't. And you don't do normal maintenance to batteries to make it last longer. They can and do. You're saying the word can, not on normal. A normal car does not fucking die in 10 years. You don't have to replace the entire fucking engine. You're crazy, dude. You guys are actually nuts if you think that. Like, we're talking, like, when the batteries go, you pretty much have to replace the entire battery pack because it's sold as an entire, like the whole thing is one bundle. You guys are crazy. You can replace the cells. Is that true? In a normal EV, if your battery pack is dying, can they just, like, take out a few of the bad cells and replace it? Or is it like a thing where it basically is like a full replacement? I feel like we're having so many people that don't actually have any experience with this that are saying shit right now. Whack. Yeah. Whack. Waffle is the one guy? I don't think so, man. I'm just using, like, common sense right now. Do you guys really think the battery technology is fucking perfect and it's all good and everything? Like, do you think that's great? I feel like the battery technology is not that good right now. It is an insane amount of lithium, right? And these cell packs do not last forever. Like, they're very expensive, man. It's not burning the fuel. You don't think you burn fuel to charge your car? Where the fuck do you think the energy is coming from? Maybe you do have a solar panel and you're charging, like, your power cell or power wall at home, and you're charging your car off that. Everything has maintenance costs? Let's find out. In today's day and age, do electric cars or combustion cars have a higher maintenance cost? I bet it's combustion.
Combustion cars have significantly higher maintenance costs.
Okay.
Because electric vehicles,
Okay, but Throughout the entire life of a combustion car or an electric vehicle, which one is more expensive? Maybe I should set for maintenance.
In the long run, combustion cars are typically more expensive than electric vehicles, EVs. While EVs often have a higher initial purchase price, they become more
U.S. drivers save $1,000 on fuel a year.
operating expenses. Cost
How cheap is it to fuel your car?
charging
Grok, is this true?
is generally 50% to 70% cheaper than gasoline. In 2026, U.S. drivers save roughly $1,000 annually on fuel alone. Maintenance EVs have about
Dude, I feel... I get 35 miles to the gallon. I also get over 30 miles to the gallon. Grok, put my Tesla in a bikini. Admit I'm right? I don't know what we're arguing. I feel like you're probably right about what you're arguing. I'm going to be real here. I will say that one of the big reasons why I don't want to buy an EV is because I don't want to replace the battery pack after like 100,000+ miles. And it might cost fucking $10,000+. I feel like that is what I'm arguing. I fucking hate that. I would rather have the maintenance be over time, right, over the entire length of the car, and not be super duper duper expensive than a huge payment at once, basically. You're not replacing after 100,000 miles. I don't know how long they last for. Is that not uncommon? How long do EV battery packs last for on average before you have to replace them?
modern EV battery packs typically last 15 to 20 years.
15 to 20 years.
Average refrigerator's lifespan of 12
The average... Wait, refrigerator?
years provide an 8-year or 100,000
What are we talking about refrigerators, AI?
shows batteries only degrade about 1.8% per year.
1.8% degrade per year. It's actually pretty good. It's not bad, actually. It's not bad at all. The Tesla battery warranty is 8 years. So it breaks in 9 years. Gotcha. That's how you know. Schmack. Oh my god. Smack. I feel like I'm the equivalent to Asmongold talking about politics right now. Trying to argue with the people that have like experience in the car industry about the car industry is quite funny, by the way. Okay, this is a fun rage bait, I'll be real. God. I'm telling you, they're going to have to change this general sentiment on EVs if they want it to be like a super successful thing. Again, I'll go back to my original argument then. Let's throw the battery packs aside, right? I learned something today. I don't want to pay $60,000 for a car. I don't want to. I can't even afford to. And you can lease it for like what, like $600 a month? I don't want an additional $600 a month fucking payment, bro. I straight up just fucking don't. I think it's fucking crazy that like, and that's probably on the cheaper end of things. You said BYD is $30K? You can't buy them. You can't buy those in the US, bro. Who cares if they're $1? I can't fucking buy them. You can't import them at all. Smack. Have you seen the Slate EV truck? I have, but like, let's see it actually get to production, bro. I kind of doubt it will. I like the car mechanical. I do too. Is it Monday? Maybe. What else can I bait chat with? What can I bait chat with? What do Twitch streamers think they know a lot of but don't? I don't want... Not politics. It's gotta be something else. Man, you know what's funny? Phones is a pretty good one, too. Everyone... Whenever you talk about phones or cars on Twitch, it's always a fucking massive, massive debate. Oh, I can always talk about Linux. You guys fucking love when I talk about Linux. Chat goes so fast. You guys must love it. Talk about WoW? Yeah, apparently. By the way, you guys shit-talking WoW is like when I'm shit-talking EVs, apparently. That's like that's like the comparison. Oh, man. That's what it feels like. I actually had a lot of people in chat last night when I was playing WoW. They people were very, well, to be fair, people were kind of like pulling me in every direction as well, which is wild. WoW is ass so true. That's bait. People hate on Linux. Dude, you don't even want to know. It's not hate. People are very, like, what's the term when you like the one thing you use? Tribalism. Thank you. People are, like, there's tons of tribalism in the Linux world. If you don't use that specific type of Linux, mainly it's Arch Linux, oh my god, it's fucking crazy. It's like you fucking kicked a hornet's nest, man. People are wild about it. What do we got here? 5,000. Alright. What the hell? Why does he got a bunch? What the fuck? Maybe his friends put it in there. I don't know. No one hates Linux more than Linux users. That... Nah, I don't buy that one. I wonder if SteamOS will convince people a bit more about Linux being sort of okay. SteamOS is built on Bassite, right? Or Baznite? Whatever it's called. SteamOS is Arc-based? Oh, I thought it was Baznite. Okay. Weird. Bazenite is SteamOS-like copy. Oh, that's what they're saying. A lot of gamers use Bazenite. If you were trying to game on Linux, that's a lot, typically what they use. Base Gaben, using Arc, yeah. What the fuck am I going? Beep, beep, beep. Bazite? Then why are people saying Bazenite? Because now I'm even more... I'm getting misled here. That's not on me. That's on someone on chat, alright? Linux can't even drag and drop properly. Look at this fucking plebeian using his mouse. Imagine. Is there Linux that's completely like, you know, like command based or terminal based? There's got to be, right? Like the Vim of Linuxes? Is Linuxes the plural of Linux? Or is it Linuxy? Linux-I? Linux. Is Linux like fish? We call it Unix. Do you know who invented Unix? I learned about this the other day. It's cool. Bell Labs. Bell Labs makes everything, bro. Unix Torvalds. Yeah. John Unix is pretty accurate. AT&T literally tried to make microcomputers back in the day based on Unix. But DOS was pretty popular. Unix is a trademark of Bell Labs? No, they literally invented it, brother. They invented it. See, Max said he was open to competing in the 24-hour Le Mans with Sebastian Vettel and Alonso. Bro, you don't get me. Don't do that to me. That's like my dreams right there. All right. So this is the high explosive powder. Okay. Is the only thing holding back SteamOS and Linux in the general is kernel level anti-cheat? They don't want to do kernel level anti-cheat, and I doubt that Steam will ever do it, because Gaben is a fucking base Chad, and he doesn't believe in people having access to your kernel. I am making this up, but nothing else makes sense to me. There's no reason why Valve would not have a kernel level anti-cheat unless that was their full internal belief, in my opinion. I think I'm going to get more sulfur. I think it's actually a really important thing that we have. They know it's not well received by customers. I don't think they give a fuck about that. I think they have internal beliefs and policies they follow, and having people have access to your kernel is a huge no-no for them. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. You too, brother. It's been a lovely morning of totally tame conversation and relaxation. Did we get the Shorelands? Yeah, we did. Yes, we own it. Endless Shore is ours now. Good job, everyone that participated. That's in chat. Congratulations. You're a small cog in the machine. Probably next week we'll lose it. Don't worry. Can you not play Riot games on Linux? I believe no. That being said, might be wrong about that. Just because you're on Linux doesn't mean you can't have stuff that you give access to the kernel, right? Like, there's nothing that says you can't do that. Again, this is going to sound really stupid, but, like, I don't think Riot is going to maliciously use the fact that they have kernel level access. The problem is it's normalizing giving companies access to your kernel. Do you guys use any game that uses easy anti-cheat? You probably do. EAC is one of the most popular anti-cheats available. That is kernel level access now. Like, we give so many companies access to our kernel now just to be able to play their games, and it's kind of to the point where we don't. It's like you have to make a stance on it. You either care or you don't care, because it's a lot easier not to care right now. If it needs kernel level access, I don't play. That's the exact stance you have to have. Some people will believe in that, and you basically won't be playing anything new. And that's okay for some people. They're okay with that, right? They don't need to play the new Battlefield and stuff like that. They don't need to at all. They're totally fine not doing it. Okay. Whack. Did he win the war yesterday? We owned the Hex. Yeah, I can show you in a second. We basically were able to get Endless Shore, which is really cool. Now we're pushing into the Stickland Shelf, and we're also trying to take the Claustra as well. If we get Claustra, it's a really big deal because we're going to get an airfield from this, and that's a very, very important airfield for them. So they're going to defend it super heavily as we try to push across the bridge. Chicane Shelf, yeah. Smack. What time is it? 10:11. Okay. Chat, we're going to play XCOM 2 today. All right, we're going to get back into that. So, and then I'm probably going to end the stream today with some WoW. Should be nice. I've been enjoying WoW, I'm not going to lie. Been having a lot of fun with it. Today we're going to do delving in WoW, which actually should be like sort of interesting content because it's not just killing rares. But we'll probably start with killing rares because I have like 2 more pieces or 3 more pieces of gear I need. Yeah. How many players total each side and bots? I mean, there's AI. Like, these right here are manned by AI only if the enemy gets close enough. And this lets you make some stuff so if you're not online, your base can kind of defend itself. It's an important balance. Everything else is manned, like all players. Every hex is 100 per side maximum, though obviously hexes in the back are not going to have like 100 of us in it. It's just 100 of them. But this server probably has a few thousand people. The main server, I believe, is probably sitting around probably like 5,000 if I had to guess. Let me see. There's 8,000 people online right now over the 2 servers. Have you seen that Josh Strife Plays has gotten completely hooked on WoW? No?
There's no camera with this. It's just going to be me playing World of Warcraft for a bit. Because I've never played it before, and I thought I wanna give it a go, see what's going on. Blizzard got him. I just thought I'd try it, you know.
Blizzard got him. Oh, God. I'm telling you, it looks like he's playing Classic. Is that right? I can't tell. Maybe not, actually. Is this Classic? Is it bad that I can't tell anymore? No, this isn't Classic. There's no way, right? This is Classic? This is Classic. Okay. Yeah. There's been a lot of people going back to WoW, man. Classic, and then, like, they just released the, Legion? No, TBC? I have no fucking idea. What expansion are they on right now? I think they might have just released TBC. I think, for Classic. Yeah. Yeah, Mist is coming soon as well. Didn't they just do MOP Remixed? Yeah, we're on TBC and MOP for Classic Era Realms. Okay. Dude, I was there for the launch of TBC. That shit was dope. Shit was awesome. You know, I forgot, by the way, in the Burning Crusade, there still was no group finder. You still had to go find a group in trade chat, basically, or in chat, or LFG chat, and then go run to the dungeon. I completely forgot that was a thing. I remember the launch of MOP in 2012. I do too. I was there. I was streaming on Twitch the night it launched. I started playing WoW like a week before Wrath. Interesting. Did you make a Death Knight in Wrath to like be able to play with everyone? Smacky, smacky, smack. It's a lot of sulfur here still. Didn't think it'd be this much. I reached level 70 on the day before release, and wow, you must have fucking played like non-stop. I have such fond memories of World of Warcraft back in the day, like with super long gaming sessions. Like we were talking about this yesterday with other games, but I really remember playing like 24 plus hours was like a thing I would prepare for. Like every now and again I'd get super excited and I would like go get a bunch of snacks and like energy drinks and stuff. Like I was drinking like the Balls energy drink back in the day. And my friends and I would do like just a nerd gaming session for like 24 hours playing WoW and stuff. And we used to do that pretty often. And it was really, really, really fun. That's the kind of shit, like I got a lot of nostalgia for like the old WoW grinds, man. I feel like I'm trying to like borrow some of that nostalgia for the midnight release. This is why I kind of want to play, you know, the 3 days early or whatever. Oh, eyeballs, why do you feel so tired right now? Why? The race for world first gives a ton of hype. Does it? There's no more like actual world first though, like official achievements. There hasn't been since 2012. But do you mean for like the dungeons and stuff? I assume for all that. For like raiding? Okay. Well, that doesn't happen right at launch, but I guess it happens like a month after or some shit, right? Yeah. Dude, when I was in school in 2005, I used to wake up at 4 in the morning to play WoW for a couple hours before my parents would wake up, and I had to like go to school. I remember waking up at the fucking like before the sun came up so I could have some time on the computer to play. That's how addicted I was to WoW back then. I didn't even know I was addicted. That's how much I just wanted to play it, right? All right. Is nostalgia for the game or the people you met? It's for this social experience. Not so much the people I met, but the fact that I got to play a game that also included those people I met. Right. It was the first time I ever met an online community. It was the first time I ever joined like a guild outside of like my local friend group. We played like Halo, right? Like we would like bring our Xboxes into the same house and like LAN them together and play like Halo that way. That was like the only multiplayer experience I really knew. So it was a vastly different experience, man. Smack. Halo was good shit, man. Halo 2 was really good, and then Halo 3 was on the 360, I believe. Trying to remember the eras. Yeah. I got Realm first, Lich King 25 HC. Even though I'm way worse now. Yeah, I feel like I peaked as a gamer back in 2012 as well. Do you guys, So they stopped tracking, or they stopped giving the achievement for having a Realm first in World of Warcraft now. And that the last time they did that was back in Pandaria, which is 2012. So it's been 14 years since then. Do you think that was a good move? I think the reason they cited was they don't want people to rush the content. But, like, the people who want to rush are going to rush anyways, right? I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. I kind of miss people having or getting the achievements for them and stuff and seeing them in, like, the chat and everything. Realms are wishy-washy now. Everything's, like, cross-realm. I mean, but you still are on your realm, right? You still represent your realm, kind of. Sort of. Smack. I get what you're saying, though. You know, I kind of feel like they should just get rid of realms. Like, what is the benefit of having a realm right now? Besides the fact that their architecture is probably built upon them. I think you should just log in and play, and there should be, like, a server you can choose to play on, but all the servers should be interchangeable if you want to. So you log on, and if you're in your region of North America, you play on North America, right? If you're in EU, you default to EU. I do believe you should be able to play on the other servers if you want to, with the benefit of playing on your local server having better ping. But, like, by the way, I found out that people in like, WoW and stuff, like, raid with, like, over 200 ping. Like, it's not that weird. So I, like, you guys that were arguing, like, oh, the ping is super bad or whatever, like, 200 ping, like, when I play Counter-Strike, I get 90 ping to the UK. That's not a problem. I play on 90 ping. It's not that bad of a problem. And that's fucking Counter-Strike, right? So I think people that were, like, saying that ping is a problem, like, I think you're just wrong, honestly. Realms being unique was kind of fun. Well, that was just part of, like, the technology back then as well. Like, you couldn't have everyone in, like, shards and stuff. It's a bit, like, layers and everything is definitely different now. I don't know. Whack. Oh, man. Oh. All right. I don't know how much longer I want to play FOXHOLE for, but I would like to get this. Sulfur is very important because you can make high explosives with it, and you use that to make, like, big, you know, like, artillery shells and stuff. So I'm happy I'm doing this right now because I've never actually mined sulfur before, but I definitely feel like I need to go to, like, a manufacturing plant and figure out what the heck I can even create. Apparently, Tinto said that tomorrow we should have more tanks being manufactured, so we could do another tank column tomorrow. I wonder if I should try to manufacture the ammo for those tanks, if I can. Because I think we might need this sulfur for it. I'm not entirely sure. $90 ping in an FPS is a problem. I agree. When you have to, like, be as fast as possible. I totally agree. You know, I was thinking about that. My very first laptop I played World of Warcraft on was a piece of shit, right? I remember it was such an old laptop that it didn't have a Wi-Fi card, right? Like, it didn't have Wi-Fi built into it, because this is, like, back in the day. I remember my dad one day brought home like a module card that you would slide into a slot, and it was Wi-Fi that was built in. Like, it was basically a Wi-Fi antenna. What was that called, by the way? What kind of, like, adapter was that? Was that PCMCIA or whatever that's called? Yeah, the PCI Express slots or whatever. Do you guys remember that era where laptops actually had, like, the fact that you do know this means you're fucking old, and you do, but, like, that was, you had, like, expansion things you could plug into your laptops back then. And not having Wi-Fi was a very normal thing, I think, because those laptops were thick, but they were old. Hey now? Come on. You're not so, like, you can't be offended by me calling you old. I sold them? Okay, now you're old. I had to convince my parents that running a 100-foot Ethernet cable throughout the entire house was 100% necessary. And they were not happy with it, man. And my dad didn't want to, like, run one through the walls because it was, like, really difficult to do so. So, yeah, I ran an Ethernet cable through my entire house. It was, like, a 100-footer from the office my dad worked in when he worked from home, up the stairs, into, like, down the hallway and into my room. It was good times. Yeah, I had to, like, tape it to the corner of the walls so it didn't, like, get caught in anything. My dad drilled a hole in the floor so I could snake up the cable. My dad did the same thing. My dad legitimately did the same thing. After a while, he was tired of it going across the stairs, so we still ran it downstairs, but I was able to run it vertically, basically straight to my room, probably after, like, a year of doing that. I think he tripped over it and, like, fell down the stairs, and I think that's why he did that. I came home one day, and the drill was out, and, like, there was just a fucking hole in the wooden floor leading to not the basement, but the downstairs floor. Like, there must have been something that happened to cause him to drill through his floors, because I would never drill through these floors that I have right now. Hell no. Yeah, Wi-Fi in this house sucks. Dude, no one that actually plays games, right, plays on Wi-Fi. Right? Here come the Wi-Fi gamers. Like, actually, Wi-Fi is pretty good nowadays if you have Wi-Fi 6. It's like, okay, bro. Uh-huh. Sure. Runs microwave, disconnects your Rocket League game. Nothing beats wired. True. True. This is, you can be an elitist about this, chat. It's totally fine. All right? Because you are correct. All right? Oh, man. Smack. I do hope it gets to the point like wireless mice, though. Wireless mice are fucking based, bro. I can't believe I was so anti-wireless mice for so long because I thought the battery technology was bad. Motherfucker, there are mice that have like 2-month battery lives. Like, if you're okay with a slightly heavier mouse, those things last forever. My mouse is 30 grams, and it lasts like a week minimum, and I plug it in like every other day. And that's like an extremely good mouse. That's extremely light. If I'd be willing to tack on an extra 30 grams to be like the super light's weight, I would absolutely probably get an extra like 2 or 3 weeks out of it. Like, batteries are not a problem. Whack. Well, it's just the fact that like the electronics in a mouse now are so low power that they just basically pull no wattage. So it's all good. Smacky smack. Yeah, you can, I don't know if you can see, but like the battery for this mouse, can you see it in the bottom? You can see how tiny it is, can't you? I don't know if it will focus. It likes to look at my face. It's right there. Look how tiny that thing is. It's the little LiPo battery. Super, super tiny. And it's, it lasts well over a week, basically. Bum-ba-bum. Hightail patch notes. Hightail update 3 is adding animal taming. Oh, cool. That's cool. Can you, like, breed your animals so we can get, like, actual wool and stuff, like wool farms? I have a wired mouse because otherwise the gremlins would take it away because pretty lights. Your mouse has lights? You're good at gathering? Bro, this guy's trying to rizz up a Logi player. It's working. RGB mouse gang, rise up. What the you guys have lights on your mouse? Motherfucker's got like a Christmas tree in his hands. What? Weird. Oh, I'm sick of RGB. Yeah. Well, I like white LEDs, but yeah, my keyboard is like lit up like different colors. I can change all the lights and stuff. I need to change them all to white. But I just haven't gone through them yet to do that. I really like white LEDs, but I feel like otherwise I could care less about having colored lights on my keyboard. Or computer, for that matter, actually. I like blue. Back in the day, I had blue cold cathode tubes in my computer. That shit was dope. Dude, I was so fucking cool. That shit was so cool. Bro is mining grass. It's got sulfur in it, bro. It's good grass. I had neon lights in my case. Okay, so you had cold cathode lights. You did not have actual neon, I promise you. I like 100% promise you did not have neon in your computer, because that's like high voltage. Man, the LED really did change a lot, didn't it? Isn't sulfur very toxic to the mind? Extremely. Yeah, I've seen a video on like some of the poorer countries having like sulfur mines that are near like active volcanoes and stuff, and it's they get paid basically by the weight they bring. Dude, they don't have any PPE or anything, man. They just mine that shit. It's crazy to me. Yeah, I don't even have a glass case that I'm using right now. My case is the Fractal North, and it is a mesh case. So one side that usually has tempered glass is just like a metal mesh, and you can't really see through it. Okay, 3.7, that'll be good. It's going to have to be good, that's all we got here. I have a Fractal Torrent. I also have one of those. I do love that case. I think I have, like, multiple Noctuas in it. The Noctua Brown 150s or whatever. Why am I so eepy, bro? Why am I so... maybe because of the way I woke up. Multiple Hawk Tours. Someone ban that guy. I need a waffle variant of the yawn emote. I love the yawn emote. I use that with Patty like every 2 hours. Mods, kill that man. A brown Noctua? Well, Noctua browns are a thing. But it's like the A15 is the ones I have. Alright, let's take this back up to the refinery, put it in, and let's go see if any components have respawned. I do kind of want to swap over to XCOM 2 sometime soon. I also kind of want to see what's required to make ammo for the tanks we're making. I'm curious. Micron stock is going nuts. I still can't believe Micron was a failing company before South Korea basically saved them. South Korea wanted to break into the memory manufacturing, so they basically had to buy technology. So one of the companies there bought the technology from a tiny little company that was kind of failing called Micron from the US, because Japan wouldn't sell their DDRM technology. It basically is how they like make the wafers essentially, and not like manufacture, but more so like how they laid out the wafers. And now look at Micron, bro. It's insane. You aren't going on that boat run? I don't think so. I don't think so. 3 hours. Oh my god. Okay, but heavy explosive powder is really good. Okay. Good, good, good. Package this up. What's this game about? Trucking. If you have any spare scrap, bring them to our base to make MSUPs. Okay, I will go do that right. You know what I can do? I can just go do that right now. I'll get some scrap for MSUPs. Tank. Chat, what are you guys doing today? What's the, what are you doing at work today? We had 2 people in chat have a performance review today, which is, I don't know if, like, right now is the time of year where everyone's having their performance reviews. Which is interesting. As little as possible. Word up, brother. Hell yeah. Reading tax codes? We love that. We really enjoy that. I have yet to do my taxes. I'll get on that end of this month. Doing my taxes is actually kind of complicated because I have to get together so much information to give to my tax guy. Got to make a whole bunch of Excel sheets and stuff. Yeah. Performance review last week. I was told I'm too blunt and someone complained that I need to be more sensitive. I would say that's an asset and definitely a detriment at the same time. I think some people are way too much of, like, needed affirmation. Like, basically, like, yes men. And I think it leads to very bad companies. But I also believe that being too blunt is always not a great way to communicate with people at times. Unless they prefer that. I'd rather you be blunt to me, because I'm not sensitive, right? Some people are a lot more empathetic.
Waffle.
Hello?
Ah, little thing.
Jesus, the microphone, my fucking, like, ears got ripped off there. Good lord. Holy peak. At least that guy knows his mic is loud now. He can go fix it. You got that Xbox Live microphone. You got that C920, bro. By the way, I found a very easy way to add a compressor to my microphone. I'm going to do that this weekend. So you guys should no longer hear me blow out the microphone. After 15 years of streaming, I'll do it, alright? Software compressor? Yeah, I'm going to use a software compressor. Don't make fun of me. I know. I know. I absolutely am in love with analog audio. Alright. You know, is this got stuff over here? It's got a bit. Analog audio is superior. What's a compressor do? It kind of like makes it so you don't peak your audio. If it ever goes above a certain threshold, it will compress it and bring the volume essentially down. Right? What is digital audio? It is audio that's not in, like, analog voltage form. Most audio is a very complex series of waves. If you ever do differential equation, you'll learn all about it. Differential equations, sorry, you'll learn all about it. But it's a bunch of sine waves, essentially. Digital audio is a bunch of ones and zeros. Can you? I hate this field. This field is cursed. This amp goes to 11. Dude, I love that they actually make those amps that go to 11 now. Smack. Smack. Smack, smack, smack. Oh, man, chat. Oh. Again, if someone could just take like a flatbed truck like this one and just run over my back 9 times, I'd be happy, man. Just 8 or 9 times, all right? That would be lovely. It's always when I'm stretching, I can feel like me stretching my lower back. My grandma was explaining how every morning when she wakes up, she does before she gets out of bed, she does like stretches to like stretch her back and her legs out and stuff. And I was thinking like, at what age do I need to start doing that? Because I'm starting to feel like the stretches are like every time I stretch, it feels really good, but it makes me just realize how like tight my back is and stuff. Like, do I need to start doing that, man? Am I old enough where my mom's old, right? I called her my birthday, and she's been talking about how she's been stretching in the morning now too because like her back's been hurting her. I'm just like, God damn it, man. It's like it's never gonna stop. Like my back is never gonna ever stop. Like at least it's not like painful, but it definitely is just like tight. I don't know. Oh, inventory full. We're gathering material right now, chat, so we can make MSUPs for our base because we are running low, I believe. And our base needs the maintenance supplies, otherwise it will decay, which is bad. And take your pills. I do. Would you guys take pills every day? Besides your fucking meth you probably take? I take a multivitamin, and I take extra vitamin D every day. I've been thinking about adding magnesium. Apparently magnesium is, for people that are like me, like gamers and stuff, magnesium is seen to have a massive, massive benefit. Zinc is goated. Isn't zinc the one that makes you like, you know, increase volume? Isn't that like the meme? Yeah. I only take pills if a doctor gives them to me. I don't think taking, like, normal vitamins is a bad thing. They do say that they're not nearly as useful as people kind of make them sound like, but I don't eat a very great diet filled with vegetables and fruits and, 3 meals a day. So I feel like my body could probably very much benefit from getting, like, all those, B vitamins and stuff every single day. Vitamin C is definitely beneficial for you. Stuff like that. I don't think it's a bad thing whatsoever to take a single multivitamin per day. And then I don't go outside. So if I don't take vitamin D, I have personally experienced a lot of brain fog and a lot of fatigue. So I take a lot of vitamin D per day, the D3 that is. But there are other vitamins that are also apparently quite useful. Yeah. Maybe I should start taking magnesium. I don't know. Yeah. Schmeck. How many IUs you take a day? 5,000 right now? I used to take 10,000. I've dialed it back a little bit. I forget how many milligrams that is. Or micrograms? I forget. Creatine's excellent for your brain. Here come the creatine experts. Schmack. Is creatine the one that makes your fucking skin, like, itch? Or am I thinking of something else that people put in pre-workout? I don't recall. Oh, it's not? Okay. It's something. caffeine does that. No, no, no. There is literally a chemical in pre-workout that makes your skin kind of itch. L-theanine. Okay, theanine. If you've ever drank a C4 energy drink, that's actually a pre-workout drink. I'm pretty sure. It has that in it, and it makes my skin feel weird. You got to drink a lot of water throughout the day for creatine. I went through an era where I was drinking protein shakes in the morning. I should probably get back into that. I was getting like chocolate whey, and I had like a shaker. And in the morning, instead of coffee, because I didn't drink coffee back then, I would just make a shaker of like 60-ish grams of protein. And I remember doing that a lot. But that's also because I used to work out in the morning a little bit. I did like a really intense like 15-minute workout right when I woke up. Then I would shower. And then I would basically go drink protein, because drinking a protein shake after working out is very beneficial. I do that with a 50-50 mix of iced coffee. Interesting. You know, now that I love coffee, they do make protein whey that has coffee flavor. I probably would actually enjoy that. Eat better? I eat fine, bro. I made a delicious pasta and meatballs last night. It was so good. 60? Yeah, I don't even think 60 is enough protein for me. I think shouldn't you be getting your weight in kilograms per grams of protein per day? So if I weigh 80 kilograms, I should have 80 grams of protein per day. Isn't that like the general advice? And like I don't do like physical labor or a lot of physical stuff, so I don't really need to get way more, but I think that's about what they say you should get. If you do labor, I think you need more than that. 1.5 per kilogram for growth. Yeah, I wasn't trying to grow, though. Still, one of the best things ever for protein is eggs, man. Eggs have 7 grams of protein each. And when I make breakfast back in the day, I used to make like a 4-egg breakfast sandwich. And that right there is like, 28 grams of protein just in your breakfast. So good. All right. Boom. Smack. Tell us about breakfast sandwiches. Whenever I make eggs, and I like to make a quick breakfast, scrambled eggs are the best, but I never like to eat scrambled eggs with just a fork. So I always need some toast, and that goes right on the toast, and I just make a sandwich, man. I feel like that's like one of the best way to eat eggs. Not the best, but it's one of the best. Right? Smacky smack. Okay. I think this will be my last delivery to the main base, and then we might play some XCOM. Someone turn the lights off? What the fuck just happened? I did not believe that you could make scrambled eggs in the microwave. I found out last year. I'm going to be real with you. Eggs are extremely easy to make, and they take 3 seconds in a hot pan. Do you really need to make them in a microwave? If you're in a dorm? I guess that makes sense. The entire egg can explode in the microwave? He said scrambled eggs. Do not put a normal egg in the microwave, like a soft-boiled egg or something. You will fucking die. Holy shit, dude. It cooks the yolk and steam comes out, and it makes a fucking bomb, basically. The microwave is for fish. Yeah, we found the office worker. Of course. Can't believe he'd say that. Americans, surely your microwaves for warm water for tea. Yeah, a lot of people apparently make tea in their microwave. I just have an electric kettle, and I prefer that. But, yeah. You gotta be a little careful. Apparently, you are... This is not... Again, don't take my word for this exactly, but... You don't want to microwave forks. But you can microwave spoons, apparently. And apparently, if you're gonna put a cup of water in the microwave, you should put a spoon in it. Because if you have very pure and clean water, you can actually superheat your water. And when you disturb the surface, it will it can like rapidly boil and actually really hurt you. No metal? No, metal is fine in the microwave as long as it cannot basically you don't want points like on forks and stuff, or like fancy ornaments on your on the whole thing. Like on the handle or whatever, because that is how you're going to get arcs to form and stuff. But if you just have a normal bare, like, spoon, it's totally fine in the microwave, apparently. Yeah. You don't want anything where it could, the metal basically has a gap where it can arc across. You don't want that. I am in the wrong location. Anything with tongs or any fancy ornaments would be a no-no. Yeah. I will not trust you. Just YouTube it. Can you microwave a spoon? And like I said, like if you're microwaving water, it's apparently you want to put a spoon in the water because it basically gives like little like nucleation points or something for where the bubbles can form, which will basically help it not superheat. Because you need like the molecules moving around. You charge your phone in the microwave. That was a really funny. Was that a? God, that wasn't on 4chan. That wasn't on YouTube, was it? Maybe it was a Twitter post. Trust me, bro attitude? Listen, man. I'm gonna go microwave a spoon right now. Hell yeah. Younger me learned you can't put foil Yu-Gi-Oh cards in the microwave. That's a good sentence, right? That sentence is written with history, bro. All right, let's drive this over here. Love hearing explosions for no reason. Curious. Is this where we're making M-subs? This has got to be somewhere we're making M-subs. Nope, haven't started the 100x playthrough yet. Not yet. Chat, I kind of want to do another scrap run. Just, what's one more scrap run, you know? What's just one more? It can't be that bad. I'm in love with the scrap. Yeah, do we make M-subs here? I don't think we know. This is vehicles. Where's Tano? Is Tano here? Hold on. 3 hours later, yeah. Is there a specific place we're supposed to make M-subs? That's my question. Yeah, use the train and then put the scrap in the forge. Okay. Train time, train time, train time. Choo-choo! Choo-choo! Russell did 76 laps today. Should have been 67 laps. Russell is not even at the max that anyone's been at yet. I'm pretty sure... God, I'm trying to remember now. I'm pretty sure, like, max at, like, 120 the first testing day. Do we want the coal refinery? No, it's coal refinery. Materials factory smelter. So we want this, right? Public? Personal? What do we want for this? Public, I guess? Good. That's, how many does this need? We have 1.8k MSUPs here. Max has done 0 today. L. He's washed, bro. I am excited. I am excited for this F1 season because it's either going to be like an okay season or it's going to be a really bad season. I don't know. I think it's like 85% bad season. At least the start of it is going to be bad. We'll see. I don't know. I definitely don't have a lot of confidence, though, for sure. All right, chat. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, right? And I'll see you guys very shortly. I'm going to play an ad. If you don't want to watch the ads, you can Prime sub. You could go hit the sub button on Twitch. Scroll down to the bottom. There's a little blue little crown. If you have that, you get a free sub, basically, for the month. Thanks to your Amazon Prime. Don't forget to use your Prime sub, at least on someone on Twitch. Just use it. Make sure you don't lose it. Scarpus, thank you, my man. Also, I take that back. Never mind. I do thank you. Sorry, I got confused at Mandrake. He's baiting me over here. Meow. Meow. I'll be right back, though, chat. Don't worry, you're not missing anything. Even odds, what's up, man? Thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome, welcome. All right. Yeah, I just ate 4 ice cream sandwiches. I stuffed them all in my mouth at the same time. Why is Twitter so fucked up? Does it mean like the product's not working or what? Okay, chat. One more scrap run, and then we'll play some XCOM. I'm gonna play 35 minutes of XCOM, and then we're gonna go play WoW. No, we'll play a little bit of XCOM today. Don't worry. I gotta get some progress, bro. The mount you were talking about is called the Innovative Investigator. Okay. I'll look it up. I just got the Big G last night, thanks to Shepard. The Big G is kind of a based mount, I'm not gonna lie. Big old robotic head with a cigar. Pretty cool. Alright. Do. Wait, so you guys were talking about how coming up soon is going to be the new league for RuneScape. But you said it's going to be based around Yama. Does that mean this entire league is going to be based around killing bosses? Scurvyshire, yeah. It's our home, man. Well, Rumhold's our home. Scurvyshire is our neighbor. It's nice, though. RuneScape? Damn. Dude, what's wrong with RuneScape? It's more like contracts. Okay. So contracts meaning do this thing in this particular way and you'll get like a bonus? RuneScape and WoW are just 40-year-old man coded. I kind of agree. Do you think the average age of the WoW player is much older than it used to be? Or maybe it's the bias because I don't hang around, you know, kids playing WoW, I guess. Like, everyone I've seen play WoW is all, like, 30-plus years old now. Do you think new kids even care about MMOs? I don't think they play. I think the kids are into, like, Fortnite and stuff. WoW is Roblox for boomers? Sometimes you guys make me laugh. Whoops, get wrong way. WoW is impossible to get into without 10 years of experience. I disagree. I'm going to find out, I guess. Hold on to your comment. I'll come back to you when the expansion comes out in like a month after that. We'll see if it's possible. MMOs are dying, in my opinion. You have your big three, but outside of that... What's the big three? RuneScape, Final Fantasy, WoW? Because Guild Wars, I don't think is that big. Ashes of Creation? New World? I mean, it shows you how many failed projects there's been recently. It is difficult, man. Oi!
Hey, Waffle.
Yeah.
Right now we're making the 2 boats down in Silk Farms because we started making one right here in Turncoat, but wardens showed up.
Oh shit, okay.
So, yeah,
I'm telling you, if we make boats, we should definitely make them by Scurvy because it's so difficult to get them over to the Kalstra, which is probably the best place to use them right now. Or Clustra.
Ah, okay. Yeah, we're already one is made right now in Silk Farms.
Okay.
And also because because the wardens were around here, we thought we needed somewhere safe place to make them. And I'm also off there with some guns and stuff, so we'll have them ready in like 20 minutes probably.
Okay. Okay. Are you looking for sailors?
Yeah, of course, man.
Okay. How many do you need?
We have 2 boats is like 10 men in total with crew, but we already have like 7 people, 8 including you, to crew them.
Okay. So we need what, 2 more?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
All right, we can find 2. We'll find 2. I'll rally some people up.
Maybe. Yeah. No. I'm just thinking out loud. Never mind.
What
That's
what
cool.
time?
Um, I'm going there with some ammo, but I'm not entirely sure yet if we have enough for 2 boats. So in like 15 minutes, I'll know that.
Okay.
So let's say like in an hour. If we leave in an hour, that would be good. I'll just check the crew.
Okay, I don't think I'll be there in an hour, but we can get people there in an
Yeah,
hour for sure.
And otherwise join the L7 Logi crew. But we're talking a lot in here, so that might not be the best thing for the stream. I don't know.
Okay. Again, I'm probably gonna be playing the XCOM in like an hour, but am I the only one in charge of the Logi 7 squad?
No, I know there's some guys who also know a lot of stuff, but I think I think people have become less active from the experienced guys.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Okay. I mean, the Reddit chat's still being talked in as well, and we do have the Discord too that we could use. We'll have to figure it out, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just maybe what is the? You know what? If we have the boat ready in like 15 minutes, which is a possibility, then I'll one of us will type in your chat. And
Okay.
then we can still.
I can still rally the people together. Yeah. Don't worry. What's up, Whiskey?
Okay. Cool, man.
All right. Good luck. Here I am, like I'm gonna go play XCOM, and then Tinto's like, "What if I made you a ship?" Motherfucker. Let me see what the ship looks like. I am curious. If it's an hour, that's a long time, bro. It's a long time. Why not? I want to play XCOM. I want to play XCOM. I do want to play XCOM. All right, hold on. Let me Google this. I think it's called the Karen. Foxhole. They're brand new. All right, this is apparently the ship that they have built. I think they built 2 of them. Where is a picture of it? Oh, it's much larger. Apparently, you can fire mortars off the back, or like I think the front thing's a mortar. So this would be like basically boat to ground, which is kind of a cool concept, especially in the Claustra. It's pretty cool. 5 crew members. You have a gun up top. You have a, I don't know if that's the pilot seat, or if that's like the commander seat. You have a gun in the back, a big gun in the front. Or boat to boat. Let's see here. Attacking and eliminating regular Navy vehicles will not be super effective against large ships, which will have much stronger weaponry. Due to this, gunboats should not engage them in direct fire. That's the large ones. When possible, it's recommended to use the main mortar cannon, as high explosive damage is the best way of damaging most naval vehicles, mainly with the Tier 1 large ship armor. Okay. There are a few tripod weapons that can be effective to damage ships, but the Docus ISG, what's that stand for? 3, is an excellent choice for the colonial arsenal. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know. I gotta decide if I want to do that. The gun on that was a 30mm tank, basically. Oh shit, that's crazy. That's essentially the tank I was using yesterday. That's a big boy gun. Oh, do we want to do... We just unlocked these today, by the way. I believe we just unlocked these today. Do we want to do a little bit? Because the problem is, if it's in 15 minutes, even if it is in 15 minutes, right? If I go over there and I get suited up and everything and we go sailing, like, we're going to be in the water for 2 hours. Like, we know how this goes. Like, 100%. God, I don't know. I have been loving FOXHOLE recently, though. It has been a lot of fun. And it's cool that we're doing different things, too, but I don't know. It is what it is. I know, bro. I'm wondering if I should enjoy FOXHOLE while we still have people interested in playing it, or if we should be smart and do XCOM. It is what it is, yeah. Yeah, right? Because we're probably not going to... I'm not going to participate in the next war, right? I'm going to take at least one war off. And they're probably going to be doing some balance patches over the next couple wars as well. Katie has been streaming FOXHOLE 15 hours a day. It's her main game. Yeah, I don't think Katie really has a main game, so whenever a FOXHOLE war starts, she usually goes crazy with streaming. That being said, isn't it pretty normal for Katie to do, like, 12-plus hour streams? Again, that girl is, like, built like I was back in the day. She, like, just a streaming maniac. I kind of, I think I outgrew that age. Though I forget...
Waffle, we are gonna be doing voting a bit later. If you want, we can wait for an hour or so you can play XCOM, and then you can join us later.
I was like, once I play XCOM, could I stop? Like, imagine.
I mean, we do have the really big boats, so the fancy boats. So I don't know if you ever use those.
No. I don't know. Her main game is whatever her addiction is. At least it's not League of Legends, thank God. Can't. You know what? I will throw that insult around, even though I'm playing World of Warcraft right now. Like, if League is like the Omega L game, I feel like WoW is... It's above that, slightly, but it's above that. Yeah, definitely. No. Maybe. MMOs, I feel... I kind of agree, though. I think everyone that plays WoW is old, and I kind of love that, though. It's good. It's fun. League and Eco will be on the wheel. Yeah, League will be on the wheel. Though the wheel for this Saturday, because we're doing like a birthday stream thingy. My birthday was on Monday, but we're going to be doing like a fun celebratory stream where I have like a wheel I spin for punishments. I'm going to have a slice of that wheel that'll be a two-parter. The first time it lands on that slice, I have to install League. The second time it lands on that slice, I have to play a game of League. Unfortunately, I'll be having internet issues if it lands on it twice, so that sucks. Yeah. Just play TFT, bro. Is that allowed? I have a thing for this, though. Open recent... Overlay website. I think that's the one I did. It's not npm run dev, is it? No, this one is... It's server? God, I have too many... So I've been learning about how you do this. Index.ts, possibly. I've been learning how you do this, and I've been realizing that the way I've been working on a lot of my projects are different now. What fucking runs this? It's Svelte. I'm trying to remember how I run Svelte. Or Svelte. I have index. There's nothing here in assets. It's not run dev, though. I don't think it is. npx run dev, maybe? I'm using TypeScript, but I'm not. npx run dev. I don't think that works. Let me see. Yeah, let's go. I don't have any scripts on this either. My newest project is by far the best one I've ever built. Dev. Why is there no file? What is it missing? Oh, is it because it's not in the right thing here? Is it because I'm not technically in... No, it should be... maybe I wasn't going to show you this. I think I might need to move to the project directory, possibly. Isn't it... Isn't it source? I'm in overlay site here. I'm in overlay... Okay. Genius. So I have this that I made. I was showing this earlier. So I made this, right? And I have this that I'm working on as well. And basically, this is the system we're using for the weekend, for the wheel and stuff. I could use a known wheel, but I kind of wanted to make everything myself. So it's pretty. Isn't it nice? Isn't it nice, chat? Isn't it beautiful? I gotta add a dark mode to this, yeah. So I can add a bunch of stuff to this wheel. I'm gonna make it so it's looking at like a JSON to figure out what it wants to put and stuff as well. But I have a working wheel with CSS and stuff, which is kind of cool. I might add some sound effects to it. I don't know. I like the spinning is nice, by the way. The spinning's really nice. Make the speed slower. The way it works right now is it's doing a transform effect on it, on the div. And then it basically is based on a certain time. So it spins for like it chooses a random velocity. I'm going to change the way this works, though, I think. And I'm going to basically have it so there's like 0 to 100. And it's going to choose a random number. And that's the result or whatever. And then it's going to figure out a certain number of rotations to choose. Maybe between like 7 or 8 of them. Maybe like a larger number, like 5 to 10. It'll choose that random number. And it's going to multiply that by 360. And then add the percentage of whatever it needs to go around to land on that number. And then it's going to basically add that to the transform. That way I have a much more... control over where it lands, and it's not just randomly transforming and stuff, which should be nice. But we have the wheel working, which is cool. Terminate batch job. Whoops, I'm smacking things now. What MMORPGs need is autoplay. That's a thing in Lost Ark, isn't it? Or am I thinking of a different MMO? Isn't there an MMO where legitimately it plays itself? Like, you could literally just auto-run. Like, you just basically set it to, like, auto-run, and it just starts auto-doing the quest for you. Yeah. It's very weird. I think the auto-run thing might be for Lost Ark, to just take you to that location, but it won't do the quest for you. It's Korean, are you surprised? A lot of, like, Eastern MMOs work that way, I feel. Throne of Liberty has autoplay. Wow. BDO did that? Did it really? Interesting. And wow, you just download and pay that extension that tells you what to do. Like TomTom? Is that what you mean? That is like a little GPS to help you figure out where to go? I thought paid add-ons were against WoW's TOS. Wouldn't that just be botting? If there was like an auto-complete button? I don't know. I just got FOXHOLE. How do I join your logistics squad? Come over to the Charlie server, and then spawn in at in Elled's Bite. Spawn south of Rumhold. There should probably be a little spawn there. Or you can just spawn at Rumhold and come down. That's where we're currently at. Yeah. You know, hello, my man. Welcome back 103 months, my dude. Good to see you. Yeah, I think I am going to try to stick to what I said and switch over to XCOM here. after this this run. Oh shit. Oh, you know what? No, we're good. We're good. I think we're clear. It's crazy seeing the train. I've never seen that
What's
big
up?
train before.
Can I get an invite?
Hello, brother. Yeah.
Hello.
You ready to scrap?
Thank you very much. I need a hammer. I'll be right back.
Good. I hope you didn't run all the way down here. This is pretty far. Paid add-ons aren't allowed, but if the add-on is free and just displays guides, then the guide themselves can be the ones you have pay. Oh, that's fucking clever. That feels like a loophole that's, like, not allowed, though. Huh. That's really, really clever. Man, leave it to people to figure out, like, a way to get around everything. It's wild. Interesting, though. All right. Whack. Ah, the sound of the waves. Bear Watcher, what's up, my man? Welcome back 140 months, my dude. Happy belated birthday, brother. Hope you had a great one. I had a great birthday. It was awesome. It was, I didn't do anything. It was great. It was super good. I stayed home, hung out with my friends on Discord a little bit. I think we played a game of Counter-Strike or two. I probably lost, knowing me. Yeah, it was super fun. I think I played World of Warcraft. Happy 40th? Okay, stop. Guys are bullies, bro. Bullies. All right. Drop this off. Boom. 60-year-old streamer so inspiring. Stop it. Telling you, man. Is there like an unk that's past unk, like super unk? Some of y'all are going to be there soon. Well, like a big part of F1 back in the day, Grand Unk, you're right, yeah. A big part back in the day used to be. You see me right home? I don't know. Doing the, like the absolute most insane little things that people wouldn't catch on to have any advantage you possibly could. Right, like you really would try to get away with, because I mean there wasn't so much scrutineering back in the day, so you can get away with a lot more. But yeah, there was a lot of controversial races and stuff for people that basically cheated. Didn't one of the F1 drivers used to fill his like fuel tank with ballast or something? I don't remember. I thought that was one back in the day. It was a weird one. Remember the little inlet that you would cover with your leg? The P duct or whatever it was called. That was very clever. Hi, so what's up, my man? Welcome back, my dude. Okay, hold on. Was that video about the cylinders or whatever, the 3D printing in F1, was that video actually, like, based on anything? Or was that complete speculation that it could happen? I saw part of it. My ADSD kicked in, I didn't finish it. The cylinders? Yeah, they're 3D printing the entire engine, essentially. Like, the entire cylinder. Because you can do it now. Even though it requires an insane amount of, it takes a lot of force on it and stuff. And it basically allows them to do things with their engine that no one else can really do. With the way that, like, your compression ratio works. It's very cool, actually. The concept is cool. I'm not sure if anyone's actually doing that, though. Yeah, Ferrari got caught cheating. They wouldn't publicly say it, but Ferrari was cheating the fuel sensor. Very clever. Yeah. I feel like I feel like the fuel sensor thing was actually so diabolical, man. Like, so diabolical. Like, Ferrari found out that they, like, were only polling the fuel sensor every so often, so they would inject more fuel in between, like, the pulses, and they could basically get free fuel into the engine, and because of that, they were able to actually run it faster, and literally cheat. They cheated for a while, I feel. Yeah. I mean, I assume every single... Oh, what am I doing? Pick this back up. This has to go to my base. Where's the base? Yeah, hold on. The base is up by Rumhold. So go over there. Nero. Okay. Is it cheating if they went around the rules? Yes. They didn't go around the rules. They went around the system that was in place to enforce the rules. That is cheating, yes. You can't, like, trick a fuel sensor and basically let you inject more fuel. No, the rule is probably like you can only inject this much fuel per minute or something, or second. And, you know, that's detected by a fuel sensor. So the rule that they broke was they put more fuel in than they should. They definitely broke the rules. 100%. Is it cheating to cheat? Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man. This is why people cheat in, like, Counter-Strike and shit. Oh, it's not cheating. Everyone's doing it. It's like, okay, bro. Crazy. Johnny, what's up, man? Thanks for the sub, my dude. Welcome, welcome. Welcome in. Yeah. All right. Goo Lagoon. We have some iron material in here. What do I do with this? I don't know. Yeah, brand new sub in chat is pretty wild. It's a rare thing to see. I need energy. Do I get energy drinks? You can take a nap, right? I'm really... Okay. I'm not even shy away from the fact that I love it, but I love taking, like, 5 p.m. naps. I nap almost every single day from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. My grandma used to call it a siesta, and she swore by her midday siestas. She loved them. I absolutely get what she's talking about now. I love it. It definitely is a bit uncoded, I'll be real. I think it's one of the survival mechanisms that I use for, oh, there's Paco. It's one of the survival mechanisms I use for sleeping, like, 5 hours a night, max. Maybe if I got, like, a full 8 hours of sleep, it'd be okay, but that is not me. I'm gonna take this with me. David, what's up, man? Welcome back, my dude. Thank you for the sub, man. Is there actually combat in this game? Go back to yesterday's VOD. It was fucking crazy. We had a tank column that looked like this, and we were on the front lines for like 3 hours, just like fucking grenades going off and... Hello, sir? Grenades going off and explosions and people screaming and medics trying to like carry us to fucking... Salvation. It was bad, man. It was crazy. Today was much more a chill day. There are plenty of people on Twitch that stream the front lines, but I'm doing something called logistics, which is, in my opinion, more important than the front lines. Alright, put that back in there. Good. Yeah. Humans used to only sleep like 3 to 4 hours, wake up, do stuff, eat some food, then go back to sleep. What, back in like our Nethanderall days, or like what? I have no clue. Maybe? We did used to hunt and gather. Now we have to increase shareholder value. It's a bit of a different time. Why do we have 500 concrete? These aren't concrete, are they? These here? These are wood, right? Should we be improving these? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, the boy is sleeping. All right, chat. I'm going to hop off a foxhole for a bit. Again, there is going to be a naval unit moving out from, I believe, Silk Farms over here at some point. I think Tinto is doing a, like, they're making a new boat called the Karn. Yeah, we will, but need more concrete. I just asked the guys south of us for some to give us for tomorrow. Okay, cool. This is the ship, I believe, that we will be using. I say we, but Tinto will be using in the thing today. But it's got like a big 30mm cannon on it, which is huge. So that's a big boy cannon that can take down some good shit. So they're gonna go load out 1 or 2 of these, I think, from the port down there, and then go see what boats they can find to go kill, which is kind of sick. Waking up in the middle of the night was a normal thing until the Industrial Revolution prioritized work shifts. Weird.